I guess I'm going to call this video a life of discrepancy. So, you're born into an environment, you can't choose your family, uh, and then usually you have to go to school, but the school doesn't guarantee you a career at all. They want you to take all your time and do all this mental work for some teacher or group of teachers, and then they grade you just like they grade milk uh, or chicken products like grade A eggs, or grade A milk, or prison grade milk, industrial military grade milk. There's all kinds of weird grades. USDA. You're graded like a product because you are, okay. But here's the deal: you can go through all that grade school, and if your grades are good, you may get a scholarship to go to uh, a university or a technical school or a trade school or something like that. But if your grades are bad, uh, then you're expected to go to the workforce, and um, what I'm trying to say is you don't choose where you're going to get born at. You don't choose where you're going to live as a child. And so you don't get to choose what schools you get. If you're born into a wealthy family, you might get a better selection of schools, private schools, private tutors, a Montessori school, or homeschool. I did a little bit of homeschool myself. That was the best because that's just the way my mind works. I'd rather get it done. I don't want to travel anywhere or talk to people much to do it. And what I found, well, what am I trying to say? So anyway, you're supposed to go through all this school, but you're not guaranteed employment anywhere. And so why do they have you in school? Well, for a while there, I was doing really poor in school, and I learned that public school, they pay the school for your attendance, so you're worth such and such amount of money a day to show up and fill a seat. Okay, that's just like how they pay prisons for prisoners to be full. You know, for capacity reasons, they want to get those things full up. And so it's almost like a school prison complex where, suppose you don't do well in school, you end up having to work for a job that doesn't really pay the bills, and maybe you go into crime, and then you end up in the prison. Now you went straight from the school to the prison. But the state is still benefiting from you. They're collecting money off of your, instead of attendance, you're, instead of being enrolled in the school, you're enrolled in the prison. And so that's a trap. And then if you don't have money for school, they offer you, if you're physically fit or whatever, to go in the military, where you basically risk your life to get some school money. And that's what I did. But I did the school and got my bachelor's degree, but it still doesn't guarantee you employment anywhere, and it still hasn't. I was still scraping around. So all that time I spent in school, probably, including the technical schools from the military, probably 20 years in school. And yet, it's a discrepancy because, as far as employment and stuff, it's not guaranteed. And I've looked at other systems like the USSR, where it was full guaranteed employment, but the income was like 150. Or they have rubles or something average, But I need to ask somebody, were you able to have multiple jobs in the USSR, or did you just have the one and that was all you're allowed to have? Because that's one way to get ahead. If you have small wage paying jobs, you can have multiple of them here and kind of stack it that way. But what's my time? See, I don't even have time to talk to you. I got to be out and doing stuff. I got to check my time, make sure. Let's see. 3 more minutes. So you waste all this time in school for the chance of maybe getting employed somewhere, but I've interviewed for a lot of different jobs and things like that. There's usually some favoritism or some clique or whatever. They choose just the most rotten candidates, just totally unfit for anything, really, and it's not based on education. So what I think, hopefully they're going to get AI to maybe do standardized testing, know where you need to, where your strengths and weaknesses are. And I'm talking for maybe a child. Go get your IQ test, go get your physical fitness test, like the AFP, Armed Forces Physical Fitness Exam, APFT. It's something else now. They changed out to something weird with weights and crap, like CrossFit, Baloney Town. I don't know. Anyway, get mentally and physically tested, have an AI assess it without any human foibles or biases, and then send you to some sort of AI directed school where it coaches you, trains you, a perfect attentive system that you can talk to anytime and ask it anything, and it gives you real answers. And then have it, down the line, have some kind of employment waiting for you, guaranteed, and you're optimized to that employment based on your natural proclivities, your natural talent. And that totally erases all this discrepancy where you randomly get a job, you're randomly born somewhere, you randomly attend to some random school, and you get a job randomly, and it's all random crap. And it's tremendously wasteful. You have super geniuses that are they're not contributing because they can't find a niche. And I'm on the borderline myself. Like I contribute with labor when mentally I'm like way off the scale in a lot of ways. What's my time? Okay, I have to bid adieu. Hope this has helped you in some way. Leave a comment if you guys some kind of video you want to see, even though most of you never do comment. All right, take care. Military Industrial Museum out.